Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aquarius for 2025, the year of the wooden snake, according to Chinese astrology. Now, the snake is all about transformation because it sheds old skin, so letting go of the old identity that you've acquired primarily in the last, memorable future, 10 years, 15 years, as your identity was built layer by layer. But also the snake is about revealing of secrets. So there will be information that's going to be revealed to you that you're going to be surprised by, that's going to change some of the perspectives. But as you know, Aquarius, this is your age. So you are very much going to be feeling in charge. That's why you got the Emperor. And so you do have a lot of things that will happen during this year that will be life-changing for you and very unexpected. Your life is going to change dramatically from what it is now to what you're going to see around yourself and in yourself by the time 2025 comes to a close. This is it. We are officially in it. This is new territory. This is the unknown. We don't have protocols or books or anything written as to like providing guidance. We are creating as we are living. This is the new age. We are on the precipice of a golden age, and 2025 is known as the crossover year. Officially, the 2026 is the beginning of the golden age, which means that in 2025 a lot of structures will crumble. Your understanding of power is changing. That's why you got the Emperor in the obstacle position. You are transforming, and because you've outgrown so many things, in your life, and the experiences that you've had up to now are going to change dramatically. The types of experiences you will have going forward are going to be very different. And you are someone who's going to feel very much in your element because it is the age of Aquarius as well. So that's going to help you kind of take far more action. You're going to revolutionize your home, your family, your community, the way you work. So every aspect is going to be different. And I think that you will definitely, once everything settles down, be very proud of how much you have achieved. There will be some parts of this year that are going to be frustrating for you, for sure. There will be growth moments as well, disagreements too, but nothing that is going to be necessarily I don't see anything that's gonna on the external side that's gonna affect your family or your relationships or things that you already have in your life. But your insides are changing, your intuition is changing, your internal voice is changing, your subconscious is becoming much more accessible now than it was before. So things are going to be changed in your life because you will be the one changing them, because you are changing yourself. You are morphing into a completely new life, if you will. But let's do remember that this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take what does resonate. Don't force anything to fit. Life is about moving with ease. So if it doesn't easily fit, then it is meant for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Six of Cups, clarified by the World. In the obstacle position, we have the Emperor, clarified clarified by the Two of Wands. In the advice from Spirit, you have the Page of Wands, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. In the first part of 2025, you have the Hanged Man, clarified by the Nine of Wands. In the second part of 2025, you have the Four of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Wands. So a lot of passionate energy, a lot of action, a lot of risk taking is basically going to be happening this year for you. And that means you do want to ground yourself. It's important to ground yourself by taking breaks as you go through your day, your week, your month. Taking breaks to stare at a candle, taking breaks to walk and look at nature, taking breaks to play with your dog or your cat, taking breaks to read a book. That's how you ground yourself, right? Where you are just being rather than talking or walking or doing or whatever. All that, you want to be at least several times a day, because on the exterior, the world is changing so rapidly, especially with technology. There's a great awakening that is happening. There are governments that are collapsing. There are corporations that are folding in. There are, leaders that are losing power because they are not serving the greater good, the collective, the humanity. They are just, kind of hoarding the resources for themselves, if you will. So anyone that doesn't serve the collective, every time you do something, you have to ask yourself, is this for the greater good? Is this serving more than just myself? Like, is this serving to others, because we are moving towards unity consciousness. We are moving towards reading each other's thoughts telepathically. We are moving, like even now, there's so many healers walking around, you can hardly hide energy anymore. Healers read your chakra collar. They can tell how much resistance you have in your body, and so on and so forth. I mean, there's like unbelievable amounts of healers that are walking around, because we are going through a great awakening because of technology. Technology can be bad. Social media can be bad, but at the same time, it can also connect us and start praying circles and healing circles to heal certain parts of, regions of the world, especially war-torn regions. There are healers who are powerful enough to heal entire cities and states and countries and so on and so forth. There are people ascending to higher and higher levels, because there's you, then there's the higher you, then there's your soul, then there's the oversoul, then there's the avatar, then there's the rishi, and then you graduate from this here earth-based journey program and become an ascended master. So there are, there's a lot going on out there. And so in 2025, it's very important to look within. That is where the answers are. That is where you are supposed to be. That's where you're supposed to look. And it can be hard to look within because, you sometimes have to validate, things about yourself that you don't want to validate. And so you distract yourself by illusion, right? Sometimes we don't want to validate the fact that a relationship has been outgrown. Sometimes we don't want to validate the fact that a situation has been outgrown. Sometimes we don't want to validate the fact that we were wrong when we said this or that or whatever, or did something that didn't help, and so on and so forth. So, we are growing as, humanity. We're growing and we're moving towards one unity consciousness, where it's going to be very difficult for one person to be the greedy one. We're moving towards love. We're moving towards ascending spiritually. We're moving towards moving objects with our minds and, communicating with images rather than words and so on and so forth. We are, ascending as a collective. And so there's a lot going on. And so it's very important to look within rather than distract yourself with the illusion that's happening on the outside. In the past position, you've got the Six of Cups clarified by the World. This is a good combination. What it tells me is that you've completed a good amount of healing successfully. You were able to reconnect parts of yourself. It's almost like the adult you gave the kid you a hug. It's almost like the adult you kind of got down on your like on the same level as the kid you and said, "Hey, you're pretty cool. You're pretty awesome. I kind of like you. You're kind of fun." It's like there was this healing between the adult version of you and the kid version of you. And it's kind of wonderful. And as a result, you were able to successfully understand deeper parts of you and validate deeper parts of you. You remembered something from the past that was, truly important for you to know. And this is on like a much, much deeper level. It's the higher you that is kind of like super excited and grateful that you did that. You have like reached a deeper understanding about what it is that you want out of life and how you want to move forward. But yeah, reconnecting with your inner child was a big, big deal for you that is going to help you going forward. The World tells me that, that part of your healing journey is complete and you are being released from that. And so as a result, you're leveling up, but more in a spiritual sense rather than in a physical sense. That will make sense to you later. In the obstacle position, you have the Emperor. And that tells me that you're coming into quite a lot of influence. You have a lot of influence. You have a lot of reach. Your word matters. Your action matters. Like, you can affect other people's lives, and not just like your immediate family type deal. You can affect other people's lives through words and actions. Like if you say something negative, that might ruin, somebody's life for quite a while. So the Emperor in the obstacle position is a reminder you don't want the power to go to your head. You may feel dissatisfied. There's something going on as you being a leader. There's something going on with you and the way you feel about leading. There's something with the leadership there that you're not feeling happy about. There's something with the leadership that it's like it's changing. It's changing in, like, it's almost like you want to reinvent leadership. It's almost like you want to reinvent yourself as a leader. It's like the healing has happened, the light has come in, but your physical body hasn't caught up to it. It's like you can see spiritually where you're going, but physically, you're still not there. And so there's like a gap that is very frustrating to you. And so it's almost like you teleported yourself to a new place, but the all the versions of you have not caught up to this new one yet. And so you're annoyed standing there waiting to all the versions to kind of like it's like a slinky. The first part of a slinky falls, and then the other part kind of has to fall onto the first part, you know what I mean? So the slinky's together again. And so that's what's happening. That's what I'm seeing with your leadership. It's like fractal right now, and you're in this period where all these fractals are catching up, so that you're whole again. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's like your leadership is in transition right now because of everything that's going on. You've changed a lot, but your new self is not fully formed yet. So, you know, wait for the full formation to be in place before you start, going nuts with the orders and the leadership stuff, because you are very important. You have a very large reach. You may not be aware of how influential you are, but your words reach many people nonetheless. A lot of people. So you got to be very careful and remember that power can only be exercised in a disciplined way, in a humble way. You shouldn't want to have power. You shouldn't want to rule over others. You should see it as a responsibility that is quite uncomfortable. You shouldn't be gleeful, ha ha ha, I get to call the shots. You go do that. You go do that. No, you should be very, very careful with this power, because it can be, it can also have a way of destroying you. The Two of Wands in the clarifying position tells me that you are concerned about the future and the plans. There's definitely a lot of fear that you're going to make the wrong choice. And so you may find yourself copying others because you're like, at least I have that guarantee. Again, we are in the unknown. There are no guarantees. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make the wrong choice. It's okay to say, yes, I am such and such, and I made the wrong choice. And this is what I'm going to do to remedy the situation. You can't really make the wrong choice if you look at the possible remedy in advance. But there is some fear there that's coming through. I wouldn't advise copying others, though, because the idea is to be authentically you, and that does include making mistakes. Humans make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. People make mistakes. It's a miracle we're all alive, considering how governments make mistakes all the time, how billionaires make mistakes all the time. People make mistakes all the freaking time. So, ease up, ease. You're supposed to move with ease. You're supposed to lead with ease. And by the way, the true secret about leadership is that you surround yourself with people that are all leaders. You shouldn't know who the leader is if your team is truly powerful. When you walk into a place, you should know who the leader is, because everybody is a leader. You're more or less like an elder. I would think of leadership as being an elder who pacifies the disputes, but you want to surround yourself with people who are strong and who make decisions on their own. The advice from Spirit is Page of Wands, which definitely is all about very beginner energy, and that's what you're going to experience in 2025 is beginner energy. And you will be taking risks in 2025. Maybe you're starting a new business. Maybe you are, starting a new career. Maybe you're taking on a new project. Maybe you are collaborating with someone that you've never collaborated with before. The point with the Page of Wands is to follow your passions and to be very excited about this new adventure. This time is very exciting time, and you're gonna create amazing experiences that you will carry with yourself and in your heart, until your last breath. So it's a very, very exciting time for you. In the clarifying position, you have the Four of Pentacles. Definitely be mindful of resources. Let me take a closer look at this card. You are quite resourceful. You're quite resourceful. You understand how investments work. You understand how abundance flows. You've been successful in the past. You've accomplished in the past, and you have literally resources at your disposal. We see this man holding the coins and whatever it is, gold maybe, in his hand. And he's, wearing really nice robes, and he's got kind of coins over beneath his feet. He's got these beautiful two pentacles and this throne that he's sitting on, and he's got eggs, right? Eggs are a good symbol of abundance as well. You've got options. Definitely you are going to do even much better. But the issue here isn't your abundance. The issue here is, how do you invest your time and your energy in order to create better future for yourself, for your family, and better experiences as well. So the idea here is to remember you want to give back to the community, to organizations that need as well. But there is some kind of a risk. Don't be afraid to take a risk. It's okay to take a risk, and it's okay to feel like you've never, taken this type of risk before, is what the advice from Spirit is. Now, in the first part of 2025, you have the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card, and it is a emotionally challenging card as well. Not sure how I like it in this particular card. Let's just see for a second. It's almost like a Jesus. I feel like this person looks like Jesus Christ or something. So what you're doing is you're letting go, and it's going to be difficult for you because part of it is going to be concerned with your ego. So your ego is changing a little bit. You're going to find yourself letting go of something you never thought that you would want to. This isn't something that is being taken from you. This is you finding yourself in a position where you're letting go of control, kind of like for the first time in your life, which again brings about more enlightenment. More light is entering your body, and as more light enters your body, as you let go, as you have less control over a particular situation, particular area, the resistance becomes less. So this is the divine's way of helping you get rid of resistance and more to go with the flow. It's just another step of increasing your faith. Control means no faith. And you are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience, so you have to have faith. And so here, your higher self, it's not like the supreme being is doing this to you. It's the higher self. It's you. It's you, the you that lives in a higher dimension, the higher self you, is letting you know that you need to let go of the reins a little bit because it will behoove you in the long run. You don't see how now, but it will work out for you in the long run. So the higher self is like, come on, I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to guide you. Just do it, just go with it. Trying to minimize the resistance. So you're going to be seeing life from a new perspective, and you're going to be learning about your mistakes, and you're going to be surrendering. Surrender, 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 surrender is big, 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 big deal message here. You'll find yourself in a holding pattern, where you are like, okay, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden, there will be pivoting to an incredible progress. But go with it. You are becoming awakened. You are accepting the messages that are coming from the subconscious, and you are letting go of the resistance. That's why you've got the Hanged Man with the Nine of Wands. It's not, I think that the higher you is trying to teach you and elevate you, to be like, to get you moving with the karma, and ascending and evolving, and all of that. And so it's like trying to get the resistance that is so lodged into your body. It's trying to like dislodge it somehow so that that energy starts moving again. And as a result, you will find that you are more patient with situations. You'll find that you're more patient with people, and people will be like, why is this person so patient with me? Why is this person letting me have some control? Why is this person kind of like going with the flow? And so as a result, this is why you've got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is known as the stage card. It's a card that is a stage for your community, your family, your friends, people that you spend time with, people that are important to you, and things are going well as far as that is concerned. In the second part of 2025, you're gonna be pretty happy. You're gonna be annoyed that the first part of the year was not to your liking, but stability is coming in with the Four of Wands and the Knight of Wands. It's going to be a lot of action. It's going to be a lot of go, 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 busy time, busy adventures, busy kind of maybe relocating, maybe upgrading certain aspects of your home, your community. There's some surprising events that will be taking place that will bring more joy in. And you'll kind of like, you will feel like, I think that I've made it through the difficult part of that journey. And you will, because you're Aquarius. I mean, ultimately, you are all about freedom. And that's why you're not, a huge fan of the Hanged Man. But let's see what we can clarify with the tea leaf cards here. Alright, we've got pin, new job, career. Well, look at that. July. July is gonna be basically it's when the second part of the year will start. That's when all hell will break loose. Astrologically speaking, the second part of the year will be very busy and highly unpredictable, but that's not for you, Aquarius. That's for most other signs. For you, the second part of the year will be much better. And then one last card, we have Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So something will require your attention. You know what? Let's just grab another tea leaf card. Why not? My cards almost flew out. Okay, we've got Pale. Time to get out of a situation. So you are transitioning out of a specific situation, and this is your sign. Like I said, it's a crossover year. The astrology is wild. The collapse that will happen all around is wild. It's insane. Okay, Shaman Stream Oracle card. We have Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. And then I'm also going to pull Angel and Ancestor Oracle card as well. You have a lot of wands in this spread. Wands are all about action, action, action. Angel and Ancestor Oracle card. We've got Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. So because you have so many wand cards, you know, there's a lot. This is going to be a crazy year for you. You've got the World, you've got the Emperor, you've got, what else do you have? You have the Hanged Man. The major arcana cards are definitely pointing you to the fact that there's, you know, change on the horizon. I don't know how you can be a human being on planet Earth and not go through change. There's too many layers that are changing. There's so much kind of intersecting that change in one way or form is just inevitable. But you do have a lot going on, especially in the second part of the year, Aquarius. The Mirror Guardian is kind of teaching you to look back on things that you've gotten right and validate that and acknowledge that, but also things that you've gotten wrong and to validate that and acknowledge that. Because when you do that, you learn so much more. Reflection is a very, very powerful teaching moment. And I hope that 2025 is just an absolutely incredible year for you, Aquarius. I hope that you accomplish a great deal of things, especially as it is concerned your family and your friends and the people that are the closest to you. I hope that you have a lot of growth and enlightenment as you move through the year, and I hope that you know, all the goals and the tasks that you have set for yourself, you know, will be successfully completed earlier than later. And if you enjoyed this reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.